What's up, guys? How you doing? It's brother Micah. I just want to do a quick video, kind of like a reply back to some of you as well as an update. I want to welcome all those who recently subscribed. I appreciate each of you who take the time to even watch the videos and leave comments. I know I've been asked about the Nonconformity shirts. I'm going to put links in this video where you can purchase them, I guess from off of eBay or something. But basically the Nonconformity is just Romans 12:2. Not being conformed to this world, but being transformed by the renewing of your mind. And the reason why it's taking me so long to get everything designed the way I want it, I want to make sure the shirts are affordable. I don't want them to, be like outrageously priced. So I was trying to find a good company that I can actually partner with and getting them printed and shipped out to you guys. And the monies received, I was wanting to take to help with some of the outreaches that I've been doing. Me and my wife pretty much try to stay busy. We do a lot of work in the community. We're trying to help a lot of the people locally here in Georgia who've really been going through, or families that have been struggling. I actually got a letter also and some information from DFACS recently that I wanted to share. So the letter they sent, and before I read the letter, I want to let you guys know that this is actually an ongoing partnership with DFACS and the Church of God Mission, the church I attend. Pastor Larry has been wonderful about allowing us to go forth and help and work in the community. And this particular outreach we've been doing for a great deal of years. Sister named Cynthia a long time ago was heading it, and now Sister Stacy and Sister Micah, aka Foolish for Christ, they do a wonderful job organizing and having things in place for the orphans and for the children that are there. And we can't ever show like pictures or videos of that footage because, it's families have to be protected. But I just want to let you guys know that we are actively doing these type of ministries, and I'd love for you guys to come in and partner with us on this and other outreaches that we do as far as feeding the homeless and things like that. So if you buy a shirt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually donate the funds to those ministries to try to help get those things off of the ground like we really want to. Our church actually does have a property that we want to be able to house people in, and to raise the money to be able to give people housing would be awesome and great, and I would greatly appreciate it personally. I'm even willing to upload the different stages, like the home has repairs that we need to do before we can house the homeless people, to try to help them get on their feet, or families that's been displaced. So if you're willing to partner in this and you leave a comment, as I stated earlier, I'll go ahead and keep updates so that you can see our progress as we do each of these things. One of the charges I lay against some of those in the conscious community and other groups is they're always talking about how they want to build or do something, but you never see the blueprint, you never actually see the proof of what they're doing. So since I was challenged in a video a while ago, when somebody asked me, well, what are you doing to help the community? What are you doing in the streets? I began to share more of my personal life and things that I am actually doing, not for the purpose of boasting. Brother Micah didn't get the glory. I told you guys I don't get paid to preach. I haven't obtained any physical wealth or anything based on it. I still work long hours and do what I need to do at my job to provide for my family and my 6 children. But my heart has always been to help those in the community and the less fortunate. Since I've been a minister and been preaching, we've been doing this with a little bit of funds that we have, but we could really do a lot more for those who are willing to invest. If you're in the Atlanta area and you want to come volunteer services, that's even better. I remember a while ago I did a video with Jackson Square Apartments where we were able to give out scarves and blankets and different things to those who were in the streets and displaced. And they originally, wanted to see a check come, but I gave them a list of items that we'll be willing to hand out. And I told them I'll video the footage and upload it and share it so that they could see where their stuff went. So I'm willing to be clear, neutral. I want full accountability to those who donate or even help in the causes we do. And if you're in the Atlanta area and you're able to do some services, maybe roofing, or maybe you know how to do repairs, get at me. I would love for you to help prepare this property so that we can start housing people and we can help them to get jobs. If you own a business here locally or in one of the other cities we may work in, and you're able to offer employment to some of these people, we can get background screenings or whatever we need to do to help them get on their feet. By all means, reach out to me because I'm interested in partnering with you. So this letter I got is from the state of Georgia. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of messed up. Let me make sure I cover my address. But it's from the state of Georgia. I'll just read it. And the reason why I was trying to block it because that has my address on here. But it basically came to me in May 9th, 2018. Governor Nathan Deal. Virginia Pryor is a director of the DFACS of Family and Children's Services here in Georgia DFACS. But it says basically letting me know, Minister Micah, on behalf of Fulton County Division of Family and Children's Services, I want to extend a genuine thank you for your commitment to our children and families. There has been no task too small or too big. The time, talent, effort you gave to ensure our children and families' needs are met is invaluable. National volunteerism shows how Americans unite in their time of need, people working together to find community solutions. There is a special week set aside annually just for you to show you how much you mean to others and how much you are appreciated for sharing and helping those in need. We and those we serve sincerely appreciate your generosity, and we are continually inspired by this dedication and generosity to give unconditionally. We acknowledge your endless support and encourage you to continue to bring happiness to our children and families. We would like to present you in close as a token of our appreciation for all that you have done. Thank you for your compassion, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Sincerely, Dolores. And that's Miss Battle, who's been wonderful to us there, a volunteer resources coordinator. And they had the enclosure and the address. So I received this letter. I'm just covering my address to let you guys know it was an official letter from DFACS, that they sent, and the volunteer services of Fulton County. And I was really pleased. This was actually what they sent, which normally they give this to the church. They've given them to Pastor Larry and other ones. This was actually the first time they actually put my name on one. I'm going to block my last name, but they actually put me on here, which I thought was pretty awesome, and gave me this nice plaque that said, volunteers, hands that share, hearts that care, the Sparkle Award. I'm presented to, Micah, for your generous commitment of time and support and inspiration, Fulton County DFACS. And this was in 2018. I thank God, I really do. I was humbled by the opportunity. For those who don't know, I don't take it for granted that we get to serve. I know that our reward is in heaven, so as much as I appreciate the plaque and the nice letter, I know that the reason why I'm actually doing it is for God and for Him to get the glory. And I fully support our Pastor Larry and the Church of God mission and all those who are in there laboring with me. I was hoping some of the other people would have gotten one, Sister Stacy and Sister Lamika, because they're the ones who organize and head it. I go as support of them, play guitar and work with the children. I remember there was a time where I went, just a brief story, and if I get a little emotional, it was because it really struck a nerve with me when it happened. But I was there, and there was a group of teenagers, and I remember there was a 16-year-old young lady that was there with her head down at a table. And as I was talking with all these kids and just telling them how God has a plan for their life, He has a purpose, and how with Him, all things are possible, and just sharing different truths with them and answering their questions, the young lady looked up and she said, "What about me? God doesn't have a plan for my life." And I said, "Yes, He does." And she said, "Well, I'm 16. I've been in over 17 different foster homes, and nobody wants me with my ugly self." And when I heard this young lady say this, it just cut me to the heart. I was letting her know that, why did you call yourself ugly? You're not ugly. You were made in the image of God. You were made perfectly the way you are. And began to try to speak words of affirmation and life into her situation. Another sister, Laquita, was there with me. She began to kind of speak to this young lady, and even the other children there, and some of them began to share with me how, their fathers may have abused them, or they weren't there, or things that happened with their mothers and they've been abandoned. And it really struck a chord with me to see our young people suffering. So I was glad to be able to, contact their foster mother via email and trying to get them to warm up to the idea of even coming to church, because a lot of these children have been so hurt. Some of them have been hurt in false churches even, or other religions, whatever the case may be, to where they no longer desire to be in fellowship with anybody who names the name Christian. And to meet people who sincerely love them and care about them is a renewed feeling. It's different. And I thank God that He's afforded us this opportunity. My heart really goes out to our lost youth, to our homeless people out in the streets, those that don't have a place to stay. I believe as saints of God, as Christians, when He tells us to plead for the fatherless, the widows, the orphans, the elderly, to help these older folk that are in nursing homes that don't have family members to see about them, or have family members that don't care they're in there to see about them. It's our job as a church to be there. And I know I do a lot of videos going at a lot of these different groups or religions, and people get angry with me, but I hope that you could kind of hear the heart or see what's really behind the movement. of Christianity, of Christ and his church. We're called to save that which was lost, to speak life over these situations. We're called to be the hands and feet of God in this physical world and help people. And Jesus gave us this great commission. And saints of God, let's do it. Partner with me or with somebody within your city. If you need help organizing, or if there's anything I could do, any resources I could provide. You know, I try to talk to everybody directly. I don't have a lot of handlers or people doing things for me. It's all been me. Which is making it a little bit more difficult to answer some of your replies as quickly. I don't get to do rebuttals to everybody as much as I like to. I'm really busy in Atlanta, and the things that I do between work and the ministries and just families locally. I appreciate my Tuesday night Bible study, the men's fellowship that come out to the Barnes & Noble, Mount Zion. I appreciate you guys. Brother James Freeman hit me up this time. Byron came out. DJ, Darion, we always in there. I just really thank God for each of you coming out. I was at Walmart the other day and ran into a brother by the name of Brother Isaac, who spoke to me about a time I had preached somewhere, and it had blessed him. I thank God for you, brother, for even speaking to me and letting me know that, because it does encourage me to continue to fight the good fight of faith and to share the truth of God's word. To those who have been angry or have left hate messages or just negative comments, if you use profanity, it's not getting through the page, as I've shared time and time again. But if you have something to say, I'm more than willing to hear. I'm more than willing to discuss the issues, the doctrines. I believe the Bible to be the truth. I believe Jesus Christ to be the only way. If you don't like that, you know, we can discuss it. But as far as trying to persuade me otherwise or change my mind, good luck with that. You're better off going out and just trying to recruit, do your own thing, because I'm really not trying to hear you other than Jesus Christ crucified and the truth of his word that's contained in these 66 books of the Bible. If you're not coming with that, you know, like I said, we could discuss, but I want you to know personally that Jesus Christ is who called me and gave me this commission. So I'm not looking to join anything else or to change, but to stay in the truth of God's word. And if that's a problem, you know, it is what it is. We can go our separate ways, because I continue to do what God commissioned and called me to do. Brother Micah didn't plan on backing down or slowing down, not one bit. I've had some health challenges, but God has been seeing me through it. For those who are concerned, it's just been a little elevated blood pressure from some of the new responsibilities that I've been given. But I believe God is faithful and able to help me to do all things, and he has been blessing me through all these things. Actually, my pressure's been better now that I was made aware it was an issue. I began to change up dietary things and exercise, but that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been going on, because I know it's been a while. I want to respond to each of your requests for videos, so pray for me that I'm able to do that in a timely fashion. Maybe I'll do some YouTube live videos where you can stream back and talk with me. I haven't done that yet. I'm still learning how it works in the concept. I'm a little old school to that regard. But I do want you guys to know that I love you guys with the love of Christ. I pray that God is blessing those that are watching these videos, that it is being impactful, and that for who it's for. You know, it's a broad and wide path that leads to destruction. But those that are on the straight and narrow are those that are passing through, and they just need more hope, or they hear a word and it encourages them to continue to fight the good fight of faith. It encourages them to seek after Jesus Christ and to learn of him. I pray that this is a blessing to you. I thank God. I pray that God continues to use me to do that for you, and that you continue to watch and subscribe and share. At the end of the day, all glory goes to him. Thank you guys again for watching. This is Brother Micah, and I'm out.